Many business owners and self-employed people feel as though they don't have much choice about the clients that they work with, especially with the situation as it is right now. You see, any work is good work, right? Well, actually, not really. In fact, take any job that comes your way can be a big mistake, and it can set you and your business back months, even years. You see, bad clients come in various guises, but there are a few patterns to watch out for. I am Mark Ford, coach, author and editor at Your Best Kept Business Secret. Drop us some love, like and share, or even subscribe for more practical advice to help you and your amazing small business. And let's have a look at the most common client red flags indicating that a prospect might be more trouble than they're actually worth. Okay, they are going to ask for free work. This is shockingly common and shows that the prospective client doesn't really understand what you do or the value that it provides. Sometimes they appeal to sympathy by telling you that they're totally broke. But if you just do this piece of work for nothing, it would help them get back on their feet. You see, sometimes they ask for an initial freebie to prove that your ability. Well, that's what a portfolio is, or case studies with some recommendations. And sometimes they will promise you that they'll tell all their friends about you and that getting to work for them will be amazing exposure for you and your business. Or they'll have a circulation of 20,000 when in fact they print 20,000 but actually have no idea how they actually read it. Now, whatever guise it comes in, the bottom line is the same. They don't respect you, your expertise, or your time, and they are simply trying their luck. Remember, exposure isn't a currency and doesn't pay the mortgage. Just don't fall for it. They ask for work at ridiculously cheap prices. Now, the cousin of can't you just do this piece of work for free is why do you charge so much when someone on Upwork will do it for a fiver, or on Fiverr for a fiver. Now, your knowledge and expertise has worth, and someone who tries to talk you into working for a pittance doesn't respect that. If they want to pay the lowest possible rates, they'll end up with work of the lowest possible quality. Incidentally, our experience says that the amount of clients trying to haggle your rates down correlates directly to how much of a pain in the arse they're actually going to be to work with. Now, they expect you to drop everything to be available for them. Now, fast turnaround work happens kind of sometimes, but it's pretty big red flag if somebody constantly expects you to drop everything to do work for them at a moment's notice. Now, a good client understands that you're busy and you have multiple priorities and will work with you to agree on a mutually acceptable deadline for the project. A bad client will say things like, well, it's only going to take you a couple of hours, can't you just work late to get it done? Probably not in that voice. But you can also see the email that they send you to follow up, and the chaser email, or we call the phone call to chase it up, probably about an hour later. Ridiculously vague instructions. Now, a client who is extremely vague or makes you guess what they want is going to be a nightmare to work with. They might not know the exact specifics, and that's what they hire you for, after all. But at least some idea of their expectations is pretty damn essential. You see, a client who can't tell you what they want also tends to be a client who will nitpick every last detail of what eventually you produce until it looks like something they had in their head, but they just didn't communicate. They are disrespectful or condescending. Now, someone who is rude to you or talks down to you early on in the relationship is very unlikely to improve. If they are condescending or otherwise, and they make you feel disrespected, actually it's probably not worth engaging any further. You see, you deserve clients who will treat you like the professional that you truly are. Bad-mouthing other freelancers or businesses. Now, most of us have had a nightmare experience or two with someone that we've probably worked with. Now, this is normal, and sharing a bad experience actually isn't a red flag entirely in of itself. But if someone has had issues with a string of people, one after the other, there's something else going on, and the problem actually might be them. So beware anyone who says something like, "You are the 6th web designer that I've tried. The other 5 are all idiots." Let's be real. This is the professional equivalent of "all my exes are crazy." You know it when you see it. Now, when you've been in business for a while, you'll probably start to develop something of an intuition around new clients. Now, this can be, of course, but it's quite actually accurate. You see, trust your gut if something seems off. Ask more questions or just politely decline. So, what client red flags have you learned to spot over the years? What is your worst bad client story? We would love to hear from you. I am Mark Ford, your Best Kept Business Secret coach, author and editor, right here, right now at Your Best Kept Business Secret, and I will see you really soon.